Hello. What a year it has been. We were just days away from gathering together in March when we made the difficult decision to postpone the Heart Ball. And then, as you know, we had to cancel the event altogether. I'm grateful, however, to share with you by video. I first want to thank you. You've been extraordinarily flexible, and you have been commonly and uncommonly generous. Your generosity is common for how you respond every time to partnering with Riverside to advance care. You always or commonly do so generously. But the kind of extraordinary support you've given, even when we've had to cancel this event, is truly unique and uncommon. To remind you of the important impact your support and your generosity is going to make on the kind of care we can deliver to the community, I want to introduce Riverside Healthcare President and CEO, Mr. Phil Cambick.
I first want to add my personal thank you to each and every one of our sponsors and supporters. You have demonstrated incredible support to Riverside, especially in these last few months. 2 years ago, I stood before you and spoke about our next investment in heart care to further benefit our communities. Since then, we have added to our team of talented cardiologists, and more than ever, they are available, equipped, and prepped to deliver the highest quality heart care available. And because of your generosity during Heart Ball 2018 and the Lead With Your Heart campaign, we raised $3.5 million. So last fall, we opened our 4 new state-of-the-art interventional suites. Your support through this year's event will help us take the next leap forward in neurosurgery. We know the latest technology in the hands of our skilled neurosurgeons, Dr. Juan Jimenez and Dr. Nicholas Rossi, bring relief and life-saving care only dreamed about a few years ago. Because of you, we will purchase a new neurosurgical robot and an exoscope microscope that will allow for even smaller incisions, providing less risk and faster healing for patients. We literally will be doing micro neurosurgery at Riverside. I thank you on behalf of my entire team at Riverside, and I thank you on behalf of the many patients who will send me letters of gratitude over the coming years. You make this care possible.
One of the traditions of the Heart Ball is that we have often set and exceeded our records at the Heart Ball, both in attendance and in funds raised. 2 years ago, we set a new record with just over $600,000 raised for the Heart Ball. But in true community fashion, we set a goal and you exceeded it. Thanks to your generosity and support, we raised $625,000 for this year's Heart Ball. We are so grateful for your sponsorship and donations that have made that possible. Now, because we're not able to host the event, some of our donors and sponsors have opted to either have refund or reallocation of those gifts. And we've been in correspondence about that. But many have left their support right here with the Heart Ball. And so we want to make sure that we recognize our top sponsors and say thanks as best we can. We're going to start with our presenting sponsors who each contributed $25,000 in support of the Heart Ball. And we will start with an individual who sponsored us at this level, thanks to Mr. Jim Bridgewater Sr. Many of you know, but Jim is not only a regular attender of the Heart Ball and a generous giver to Riverside in this community, but he's also a former Good Heart Award recipient at the Heart Ball. Jim, we're grateful. Thank you.
Next, Performance Mechanical Contractors, Mr. and Mrs. Pete and Cheryl Berner. Thank you for your sponsorship.
Our next category of sponsorship is our premier sponsors, who each contributed $15,000. So we want to say thanks to PNC Bank and Financial Services Group, Miss Annie Hinkle.
Next, we have Mashuda Construction, Mr. Joseph Mashuda. Thank you.
Next, we want to say thanks to Tetro Painting and Decorating, Mr. and Mrs. Jason and Crystal Smith. Our next category of sponsorship is our platinum level at $10,000.
Our first sponsor requested to be anonymous. You know who you are. Thank you very much.
We want to recognize AIM hospitalists, Dr. Kair Shaw and Dr. Jamal Daki.
Central Illinois Radiological Associates, Dr. Jeff Mendel.
Compass One Healthcare, Miss Laura Shooter.
Dr. and Mrs. Juan Jimenez.
Empower Retirement, Miss Vanessa Coakley.
J.P. Morgan Investment Advisors, Ms. Sarah May.
Macaulay Bennett Real Estate. So thanks to Ron Macaulay and Jeff and Kim Bennett.
R&D Construction, Mr. Rocky Spano and Dan DeVivo.
We also want to say thanks to our gold, silver, and bronze sponsors. Our gold level of $5,000, our silver at $3,000, and our bronze at $1,500. Each of those will be listed at the end of the video, so you can see each one of those collectively.
We'd also like to thank our patron sponsors who made donations or bought tables for this event. We sent out VIP gifts to thank you back in March, so we wish we could have seen you at this event, but we are happy to reach out to you this way.
And I also want to say a special thank you to our committee. As I mentioned, Kim Bennett has chaired the committee that really worked on this event for 2 years, really since we concluded the last one. She has led an extraordinary committee. We're so grateful for your volunteer support to help us put together what would have been just an absolutely beautiful event. I also want to say thanks to the Riverside Healthcare Foundation staff that helped put the event together. I want to say thanks to Jenna Charles, to Joe Giacchino, to Matt McAllister, and to Luke Olney. One of the other fun things that we get to do, and that I get to do with the chair, is we actually get to draw the raffle trip winner. Now, I will tell you that typically there are a lot of raffle trip entrants from which to choose, but because we didn't have the event, we didn't sell as many tickets. So those of you that got your tickets in early, your chances jumped up that much more. But Kim, as our chair, gets to choose who that raffle winner is. I'm going to spin the drum, and you get to choose who it is. How about that? Choose wisely.
And the winner is Mrs. Janet Avendano.
As President and CEO, I take great pride in personally announcing the Good Heart Award. Since its inception, this award has recognized those who demonstrate impact over time in advancing Riverside's mission. This year, the award goes to a physician who has consistently championed advancements for Riverside. I often receive patient testimonials about him, not only regarding his quality of care, but about his personal connection with his patients. He leads his colleagues, both in his discipline and across the medical staff. He makes us all better. He's a generous sponsor for the Heart Ball and has recently established a scholarship for staff to improve their education and skills, and therefore the care they deliver to our patients. For your generous support of Riverside and those who impart our mission, for your persistent adoption of advanced techniques and technologies, and for your embodiment of what it means to be an excellent physician, it is my pleasure to announce our 2020 Good Heart Award recipient, Dr. Juan Jimenez. In a moment, Dr. Jimenez will join me here, but first, here's a little more on the impact he makes.
Often I'm asked, why does Riverside give an award like the Good Heart Award? The Good Heart Award is important because it really does show off the fine work, the extraordinary work, going the extra mile to make healthcare in our community the best it can be.
There are lots of great people in our community, on our medical staff, that do lots of great things for Riverside. But we always choose one outstanding individual for this event that really has stood out.
They had such an impact on not just their family, but other people's families, and made healthcare in our community much better.
So we want to take this opportunity to recognize a visionary physician, a visionary leader. He is just such a highly skilled neurosurgeon. He has had just a tremendous impact on our entire region from the work that he does at Riverside. As President and CEO of Riverside Healthcare, it is my honor to name the 2020 Good Heart Award recipient, Dr. Juan Jimenez.
When I heard that Juan was the recipient of the Good Heart Award, I certainly was not surprised. Juan's a generous person. He's generous with his time. He's generous with his money.
He's very genuine. What you see when you talk to him is his true personality and who he is.
He's an inspirational person. He's a man of his word. And he's a person who looks for the good in others.
Juan's a people person. He loves talking to people. He loves interacting with people.
He loves to joke around.
I also find him to be a very calming influence. Sometimes we're making difficult clinical decisions, and I imagine he's that way in his personal life as well, just bringing a calmness to what otherwise might be a stressful situation.
Yeah, it makes perfect sense that he's getting the Good Heart Award. I can't really think of anyone else who deserves it more than him. Just as far as what he means to this community, what he's brought to Riverside and Kankakee is, second to none.
I love that about Juan, just a very caring individual, not only for his patients, but the people around him and the people that he works with.
I feel like just the example he sets, just watching him from the wings is very inspiring. He's just so energetic and passionate, not only about his medical practice, but about the medical group and Riverside and the community as a whole.
His story is really just an inspirational story.
And if you listen to Juan's whole story growing up kind of in the inner city of LA to where he is today of such a highly skilled, highly thought of neurosurgeon, he had to overcome lots of obstacles. I think because of that, Juan is keenly aware of how do I help others? And so he started lots of scholarship. He's always coming forward to say, how can I help this person get additional education or improve their skills?
I've been here in Kankakee for 15 years. I'm originally born in the Midwest, in Detroit, of all places. I'm first generation Mexican American. So my father did not have a college degree. He worked at the automotive industry in Detroit. My mom was a homemaker. So being the first to go to college for our family was possible through the giving of others. Fast forward 20 years, and now I'm in a position where I can help others. And Claudia, my wife, and I truly are firm believers of this, that it's what we do. We give back.
In terms of relaxing, you may or may not know that Juan is an avid scuba diver, which I guess does fit his personality with regard to the intensity and the focus required for that particular hobby. With the theme of the night being Heart of the Sea, Juan certainly has a gigantic heart and he's comfortable under the sea, so I think this is an absolutely fitting award. Juan's patients, as everybody knows, they adore him. It's not an accident. He's able to sit down and connect with them, and they can feel how much he cares about them and how much he really does want them to get better. That's a big part of what we do within our department, and Juan obviously really has spearheaded that and molded that over the years.
It wasn't until I became the chairman of the foundation did I realize that in all the heart balls, every 2 years he would write a check for $7,500. And here this year, he's a major sponsor with $10,000. And that really is a big gift. I think he gives because he knows we invest in the future. He understands the mission of Riverside, and he wants to be part of it, and it shows.
Yeah, I think philanthropy is key for what we do here at Riverside. For myself, I think I'm truly blessed, and giving back is ordained. It's requested. It's a must in my belief system. The mission of the Heart Ball is one that gives back to the community, but it tends to bring together not only the Riverside community, but our benefactors at large.
I think with Juan, he is so driven towards quality, and that is so in line with what Riverside does. He's just a very highly skilled physician with integrity that wants to do the right thing and be the highest quality physician he can. That ties directly back to Riverside, to our mission, and those are the sort of folks that I want on our team, and Juan exemplifies that.
I think across the boards, patients that come, one line is repeated by them. Doctor, you gave me my life back. That really, makes what we do here at Riverside very, very rewarding.
I couldn't ask for a better partner than Dr. Jimenez. He truly does put his patients first.
He truly is invested in his patients, so it completely suits him that he's receiving this award.
I can't think of anyone more deserving of the Good Heart Award than Dr. Jimenez.
So I'm very, very proud that Dr. Jimenez has won this award. He is the heartbeat of the foundation, and he's the heartbeat of the hospital. Congratulations, Dr. Jimenez.
Ladies and gentlemen, our 2020 Good Heart Award recipient, my friend, Dr. Juan Jimenez.
Wow, thank you very much. I cannot contain the excitement of this evening. I am
honored by the kind words of Mr. Cambick, and I truly, truly want to express my gratitude. This has been a journey, a true journey, 15 years in the making, from the inception of our program to what it is now. I am eternally grateful to my lovely family, Riverside Medical Center, our donors, and everyone who has made this program possible. It is with great commitment to the community that we are here, and that, as Mr. Cambick mentioned, we've been able to deliver state-of-the-art care. I am grateful again to our donors, because through these technologies, we can afford excellence in neurosurgical care in Kankakee. It has been innumerable patients that have entrusted us with their care, and it is now that we are honored by the commitment of the organization and the community in coming and making this program to its current state. I really want to state that even though we are at a distance, this moment, this great Good Heart Award brings us together. And it is in this togetherness that we will be able to deliver many, many, many exciting things in the future for our patients here in the Kankakee area. I really want to say briefly that you take care of yourselves and be prepared for the future. Your faith will lead you. Stay strong and be ready. In 2022, the virus will not steal the show. Thank you.
I want to thank you for joining us by video now, and I want you to look forward to the next time we pull together with Heartball, which will be March of 2022.